Hello to all the I Can Talks fans and followers. It's an amazing feel to be present here. Thank you, Sunil, for having me here. Today I'm going to talk on self-awareness. Yes, self-awareness is key to your happiness. That's my topic. I'll start with a famous quote by Khalil Gibran, the Lebanese and American author and poet, who said, "Knowledge of the self is the mother of all knowledge." So, this is nothing but self-awareness. Self-awareness is the supreme knowledge which helps us to stay aware of our own self and personality. For example, if I say that my self-awareness is high, that means that I'm aware about my likings, I'm aware what annoys me, I know what I like to do in my free time, I know my weaknesses, I know my dream, I know what I am doing to achieve that dream, etc. etc. Self-awareness also helps us to understand others, like why they perceive me in certain way and my approach and responses to it. There are many real-life evidences where you will find the benefits of self-awareness. One such example is the case study, or you can say the example of a famous US tennis player, Andre Agassi, who is considered to be the greatest comebacks of all times. Everybody knows that he has been a great player in the first part of his career. He was very famous in the early 90s, where he won a lot of tournaments, and by mid 90s, by 1996-97, he reached a point where he was undergoing a low pitch in his professional as well as personal front. Earlier, he was number one, ranked tennis player in the world, and by 1997, his ranking went down to 141, and he really had a tough time. And the way he had make a great comeback that amazed everyone, and he came back with a lot of enhanced performance, lot of enhanced form, and that was in 1999. He has already written an autobiography along with the help of another writer, and in one of his interviews he said that those 2 years that was a tough time, and he really tried to understand that it was not him what he wanted to be, and he really wanted to take charge of his career, and he made it a point that he will do it, he will bounce back. And he also mentioned that he started writing a notebook in which he used to write daily goals. He used to write these daily goals, and he used to see whether he's working hard enough to achieve those goals. So viewers, this is nothing but it is a high level of self-awareness which he exercised, and you can see the results. He came back with a bang, and he won a lot of many more tournaments, and rest is history. So you can see that self-awareness has a great power. In fact, the self-awareness is also one of the core competencies considered in emotional intelligence framework and in SEL, that is social emotional learning. Many worldwide organizations have started considering self-awareness as a key skill. In fact, there are two competencies which all these frameworks mention, that is personal competence and social competence. And in personal competence, self-awareness is one of the skills. US-based organization like CASER, that is collaborative for academic, social and emotional learning, and India-based UNESCO MGIEP, that is Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Education for Peace and Sustainable Development. They are working to make this SEL, that social emotional learning, to include in the mainstream education, so that children can also benefit from the exercises on self-awareness, which will really equip them to deal with any situations in life. all these benefits, self-awareness is also known as the mother of all life skills. So viewers, it's very important that we need to practice this self-awareness in our daily life, and we need to make it as a part of our daily schedule, because this kind of awareness helps you to discover your feelings, your emotions, your behavior, and the things which actually makes you happy. This is the best part of being self-aware, that you know when you are happy, so you can work on your happiness. Ultimately, everybody wants to stay happy, isn't it? I'm going to share 7 points today which will help you to practice self-awareness. First is that schedule a me time. That is really the basic requirement of being self-aware. If you don't schedule a me time, when you are only spending time on yourself, so you need to concentrate on yourself rather than on other things. That part of your schedule, you need to schedule that me time for yourself. It can be 2 minutes, it can be 5 minutes, it can be 20 minutes. All depend on your convenience, right? So schedule a me time. It can be in the morning, it can be in the middle of the day, or it can be at the end of the day, whatever suits you. Second tip is that assess your happiness schedule. Try to analyze, try to assess which parts of the day or which moments of the day you are happy the most. It's not necessary that happiness is an abstract feeling, right? It's not that you can't say that 24 hours you were having the same feelings. In some moments you may be feeling irritated, in some moments you maybe have some anger, so but try to analyze, try to assess whether my day was a happy day today or what made me happy. Try to introspect in these ways. Third is that assess your skills and strengths, which is very important. It will help you improve yourselves. You should know which are your weaknesses, which are your low points, which are the areas where you need to upgrade yourself. You should also know when to say yes or when to say no, as and when required. Fourth tip is that you can start practicing writing a daily journal. It's a bit of writing exercise. If you are into writing, you will really love this maintaining a daily life journal. Here you write your experiences which you had in the day, like you have to write about your daily journey, and while narrating that in your journal, while sharing that through your words and all, while writing in that diary or journal, you will really come to a point, you will understand, you will be able to know that these are things which I have done, these are the things which where I did a mistake, these are the things where I need to improve. All this it will come automatically to you. Then the fifth point, a tip which I want to share today is that you can start practicing self-reflection exercise. So if you're not into writing, if you're not a person who doesn't love to write, then you can do this activity because it will really help. It's a kind of a thinking activity where you need to reflect on your day. You need to reflect what has happened throughout the day, what went wrong, or what was the most very memorable moment, or what you need to what are the things you need to prioritize, and everything, it will all come automatically when you will be spending time on yourself, and you have to do this exercise mindfully. Be present at that moment and try to reflect what has happened since the beginning of the day. Sixth tip is that you need to practice self-care, which is very important. Self-care means you have to take care of your health, of course. That includes your mental health, that includes your emotional, physical, everything. It's all your overall well-being, which will automatically makes you it will make you happy. So you need to relax, you need to de-stress yourself, and to spend some time in nature also. That's a big stress de-stressing activity which everybody advises. The last tip is that you can, for the professional for your professional part of your life, which is so important for everyone, in that you can use the tool of SWOT analysis. I'm sure most of you must be knowing SWOT is SWOT. That stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So you need to analyze all these four factors in your profession. You need to understand, what is your strength area, what is your area where you need to upgrade your skills, because times are changing and you need to constantly upgrading your skill qualifications to stay relevant and competitive, right? So you can see that the power of self-awareness and how it helps you to improve on yourself, to discover yourself, to express gratitude, to learn from your mistakes, to respect others' feelings. So it's something which really makes you a better person, and which helps you to work towards your goal, and ultimately you become happy too. So let us all be self-aware and stay happy. Thank you for patiently hearing me out.